but at least you sort of know this is one main thing that I do that works, right? There's a lot of firms out there that don't even have that kind of clarity on, and they don't have the patience often to let it play out, because, and I deal with this even in my own business, but the patience also means the loss tolerance, if you will, the risk and loss tolerance.
Well, and a lot of it too, like I read this book, it's Jim Collins' Great by Choice. And in it, he talks about the concept of fire bullets, then cannonballs. And the concept is illustrated by, like, if you imagine two Navy vessels that are going to war in the ocean, right? And each has a very finite amount of gunpowder. And firing cannonballs are basically saying cannonballs take more effort, they require more resources. And so they want to be used only when you're certain that, or you're sure that something's going to actually hit. So if a ship is just sighting in with cannonballs, they may use their entire resource before they even make a hit to begin with. Versus if they fire bullets smaller, right, to basically line in or sight in, distance in the actual adversary, they will use fewer resources. They will make a much smaller commitment to get to a point of certainty before they launch the cannonballs. So some people do that with, like, new office locations, satellites, right? They don't test the market. They don't put, they don't fire a bullet. They drop a cannonball and they use a ton of resources. They expose themselves like a 5-year lease and don't really know anything about the market yet. They're just assuming based on its demographics that it's going to work. The same is true for marketing campaigns. It's that they're not testing things in a very meaningful but limited way to make sure that they're not blowing all these resources.